in this video, we're going to practice the words of our sort this week that have long vowel sounds. So these are the words where the vowels, the one vowel, at least in the word, says its own name. They say their name. Like in the word day, for example, the A says its own name. A says A in day. All right, so let's do the word nature. Nature. I love being outside in nature. Nature. It should look like this. You've got the N, A. This is the part where people get tricked because it sounds like ch. It's really a T, U, R, E. Nature. So it sounds like ch, but it's not spelled ch. It's spelled with a T, U, R, E. But that A makes a long A sound. Nature. Don't you just think of like butterflies or trees when you think of nature? I do. Aren't I a great artist? All right, next word. Crime. Crime. It is a crime to park in a handicapped parking spot if you aren't really handicapped and you don't need it. Crime. You should save it for people who need those spots. Crime. Crime. It should look like this. K, R, I, M. You've got a magic E that jumps over the consonant, taps on the vowel, and says say your name, and that makes the I nice and long. Don't forget this C is a hard C. I'm. I think you'll get that one. It would be a crime if you didn't. Go ahead and erase. And let's do the word decide. 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 You can decide what to do during indoor recess. Decide. It should look like this. I'd. Oh, we've got two long sounds in this word. Two vowels that make a long sound. The E says E, and the I says I. We know the I says I because of this magic E that jumps over the consonant and taps on the I and says say your name. Decide. Again, here we have a C that's making a soft sound. Decide. If you decide to study, you'll do just fine. Go ahead and erase. The word is revise. Our next word is revise. We have to learn to revise our writing pieces to make them better. Revise. Revise. It should look like this. Here's our long sound. E, v, b, b. Eyes. Eyes. Revise. We've got a long sound here, re, and a long sound here. I, E, I, revise. Again, magic E, jumps over the consonant, taps on the vowel, says say your name, and the I says I. This S is kind of tricky because it almost makes a Z sound, revise, but it's an S, so don't put a Z in. Go ahead and erase. The next word is decision. This is a hard one. Listen to all of the sounds. Decision. Decision. I apologized to the teacher for a bad decision I made. Decision. It should look like this. I bet you got the first letter, D, and I bet you got the second letter, E. D, S. Oh, this word is so tricky. We've got a soft C that comes next. D, si, I. Did you hear that I sound? Jeune. Oh boy, this ending is so tricky. It's an S-I-O-N that makes the jeune sound. Decision. Jeune. This is another one where you're gonna just have to memorize that. Decision. You can maybe think about on being at the end. Okay, whatever tricks you have for this word, try give them a shot. Okay, but we definitely have a long E sound here. The E is saying its own name. Decision. The I is not saying its own name. It's saying it. It's a short sound. All right, go ahead and erase. The next word is not as hard. It's the word humanity. Humanity. It is important that we consider humanity before we make decisions about our world. Humanity is just taking care of people in our world and all the people in it. Humanity. Like it's good for humanity if we don't pollute our earth, or if we try to make sure everybody has food to eat. Humanity. We want to take care of each other. Humanity. It should look like this. Ha ha ha. You, long U sound. Man. Hear that? Nicole will do a good job with this because she has part of that in her last name. Man. Short sound. E. It sounds like an E, but guess what? It's a Y. Humanity. You can remember this itty sound because it's like the word city. And you've got the word human, and Nicole can remember its first part of her last name. Humanity. Great job. If you're studying at home, you made your teacher. I'm wearing a bow today, maybe. Very happy.